Hey everyone, this is PX Mr. Collector. Episode 60 is all about Hot Toys. Hey everyone, this is Peter. Welcome to another episode. If this is your first time here, welcome. And if you are returning, welcome back. Okay, so today, I decided that it's a Hot Toys day. Yeah, we got to talk about Hot Toys. I got a figure that I had been waiting for a while, and I wasn't even sure if he was even gonna ever arrive or if he was a real thing. And finally, he arrived, and finally, I opened him up, and finally, I gotta say, I'm in love! Yeah, well, I'll wait till I show you guys some of the stuff that I have. So, another thing that I've been doing is, okay, so I don't know if you guys even know that I have been basically bedridden for 2 months, house ridden now for 3 months. Soon enough, it'll be 4. And I gotta say, one of the things that has kept me going, oh, by the way, also too, I have some spinal issues, which affects my walking and so on. That has, I crossed myself on that. That it has nothing to do with COVID. Count my blessings. However, I gotta say that the one thing that has kept me going is my collection. Yeah, it in my worst days, I was able to open something up, and it was like medicine for the soul. Yeah. So I gotta say that my buddies, my buddies have carried me through this time, and I'm so thankful that I have that. Right? That I'm like a kid again. I'm like, ooh, what's that? So, speaking of what's that, Hot Toys and the Sideshow site going crazy. It's like, oh my God. It's like, it used to be like once a month, I'd be like, ooh. It's almost like a daily effect now that every time I click on, I'm like, oh wow. Yeah. So much so that I had to make like a few notes on some of them, because I want to make sure that I talked about the ones that have made an impact on me. And the one of all of them that I am like, oh, is Gollum. Oh, wow. Yeah, Gollum. I am so freaking thrilled, because I have been collecting the Lord of the Rings figures, and I missed out on a few. And I think one of the ones that I missed out on was Gollum. So the fact that they are reissuing them, because there were three movies, I think maybe even 5. I can remember, I lost count. But they are now coming out with some of the reissues on some of the figures. So I'm really thrilled. So Gollum, when it came out, they nailed it, because not only did they do Gollum, but they also did Smeagol. I know. Yeah, I'm looking at the site right now, just because the photos are so incredible. So I was thinking, well, so they're asking $270. for Gollum the luxury edition. So I looked into it, and I glanced at it, and I was like, okay, well, that's cool. I can see, he comes with the rock and so on. But then I saw that Smeagol on his own, says it's 130. So I was like, that okay, if you have Gollum from before, this is great that you could get Smeagol and add him to your collection that way. And 130 is really reasonable because he's a small guy, right? And from what I understand, he is articulated. However, it seems like it's that rubber skin that you have got to be careful, because the way they bend it in the photos, I could see it easily drying up and cracking. So I don't know. Yeah, so something to look out for on that note. It looks amazing. Yeah, they all look amazing. So they have Smeagol, and then they also have Gollum. Totally separate sales, 130 each. Or, as I then looked into, you are now paying 270, which is basically the same price plus a rock and I think a fish. I don't know what the accessories of the other ones are, but I know there's like a fish, there's a rock, and then for the luxury, there are the two bodies. Yeah, so gotta get it. Yeah, it's fantastic. And then I noticed that they have this Ramesses the Great, like all kinds, like black, blue, white. I don't know, is it a game? I'm missing out on it, but it's a cool figure, but it's like basically the same head sculpt, the same body, just a different outfit. So I'm not sure what that's about, but it looks pretty smooth. Okay, so the other one I've got to talk about, the What If figures. Now I believe I already showcased Captain Marvel, and I'm still, I'm not even sure that if I got her or not, but I really like, like I told you at the animation, I really like her segment. So, yeah, and then the whole thing with Steve Rogers and Hydra Stomper. Yeah. Oh. So, when the Hydra Stomper came out, I was so excited. I looked at the price. And I was like, wow. Yeah, that hurt. So the Hydra Stomper by itself is $485, but that kind of averages out to the other figures I thought about. The Hulk Buster, right? It's kind of like that type of scale to it, and I think this one might be a little taller. Not really sure. I had to see, but it is smoking. It is smoking, and I really dig it. And what I dig about the most about it is that I love the fact that the compartment opens up, and that's with Steve Rogers, right? That's how he maneuvered the robot, right? So it has that compartment in it. But I think that if you get that, you got to get the Steve Rogers to go with it, and then they show Captain Marvel on the back of it. So not only it's a trio. It's like an expensive trio. Yeah, so she's $235, which is pretty cool, right? I mean, at these prices, she's like a bargain. And then the Hydra by itself is $485. I'm trying to find the one. Then I think that with Steve Rogers, it becomes, I think it's like $685. I want to say. Yeah, so I know that's expensive. That it adds up. Yeah, so let me see what the release date on that is and what would be. I know, it's so exciting though. It's so exciting. Then I saw, the Marty McFly and Dark Brown. They look great. Even the Westerns, from Back to the Future 3, even the Western, outfits look amazing. So yeah, so they're saying release January, March of 2023. I would say I would give it a good 2 years. Yeah, 1.5 to 2 years before you get it. So by that time, by making payments on it, the payments are like $54 a month. So right? When you think about it that way, it's like, okay, ooh, yeah, but it all adds up. It all adds up. However, really, really exciting. So I know so I got Gollum, now I got the Hydra Stomper, I got Steve Rogers, which is really cool to have with the Stomper on his own. I'm not really sure because, like I said before, I don't like the animated look, the animation look. But with this, sometimes you gotta bend the rules a little bit. I know. So that, yeah. Whew, good stuff. So then the other one that, oh my God, Carnage from Venom, Let There Be Carnage. Okay, not only is Hot Toys smart, they're slick. They're so freaking slick. So here's where I'm torn, right? So I didn't get Venom because it didn't have, oh my God, what was his name? His name was Eddie Brock, right? The character with Eddie Brock's head on it. And so I was like, it wasn't really pulling me. Then now they came out with Carnage, and Carnage, that red is beautiful. Yeah, and he's got some height to him. Yeah, so the deluxe comes with a Venomized Eddie Brock head sculpt. That's with a bus stand. So here's what they're slick. Yeah, really slick. You could take the head and remove it from the bust and add it to the Venom figure. I know. Which means that for you to do that, you not only have to have the Carnage figure, but you also have to have the Venom figure. Slick. Slick. So now here's where I'm stuck. Now the question is, now that the movie is out, I think, or it's coming out, are then they're going to come out with then a Eddie Brock figure? I know. Yeah. So, right, because my thing is that I'm not sure that I'm pretty sure that I don't want to get Venom and Carnage, yeah, I really don't think so. But if it had Eddie Brock, his head sculpt, that's where I'm at. However, yeah, I'm torn. So I'm just letting you guys know that if you have Venom already, then Carnage added to your collection is like it's a no-brainer, right? So think about that, guys. Yeah, I know. Yeah, and it's a hefty price again. I mean, oof. For the deluxe is $510, right? It comes with the bust. And then the regular edition comes out with is $445. So yeah, so is that head bust worth $70? So think about it. Right. Okay. So there's some figures that came out, like there's this Colt and this Juliana that has to do, I guess, with the game, and they look pretty cool. But I think they're only really cool if you're familiar with the game, right? Because sometimes I'll get figures just because I really like the way they look, and I have no idea whatsoever what they're about. There are quite a few of those in my cart, actually. And the irony is I haven't received one yet. Right? So I'm really curious about getting them, and I'm hoping that I'm right because I really like the images. So yeah, so this Colt and Juliana, I like the images, but they don't wow me enough to say I'm gonna get it no matter what. I don't care who they are. Hey, so that's how I feel about that. Yeah, and then the other one that, 'cause, 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 ' I want to talk about is Chang-Chi and Wenwu. Wenwu? Yeah. I I'm not, I think the movie's out. Yeah, I think so. It was coming out like it's like there we are, right? But I haven't heard anything about it yet. So therefore I'm not really sure if I dig these characters enough, these figures enough to want to get them to my collection. So I'm gonna count on the movie to sell me on them. Right? Yeah, we'll see. Because I gotta tell you, like I said, there's just so many. There's just so many. So you gotta keep it in check and really figure out what it is that you want, because these, it's really sad when so these figures are 250, but it's like ridiculous when I'm like, oh, 250, they're not that bad, they're not that expensive. That's expensive. you could you could try to fool yourself any way you want, but yeah, that's expensive. Yeah, that is crazy for somebody who doesn't understand this world. They'll be in shock. Yeah, yeah, keep it in check. And then I'm liking the first Rambo. Yeah, Rambo First Blood. Yeah, this is the second one I think that came out down on the first one I think is already on waitlist, but the second one I actually like more. So yeah, he's in my cart. He's in my cart. Yeah, because for me, he's part of my history because I remember very clearly when the movie came out. Oh yeah, Rambo me. Yeah, I remember going. It was really, really, really exciting. The only thing that kills it for me is that by the time they come out with like Rambo number 16, I'm kind of lost. Yeah, so I know, right? So yeah, so that's that. That's what I wanted to share with you guys. I wanted to talk about some of the news as far as what's coming out and what's been announced, and it's exciting stuff. Exciting stuff. And speaking of exciting stuff, guess what time it is? That's right. It's mail time!
Here's the mail, it never fails. It makes me want to wag my tail. When it comes, I want to wail.
Oh. Okay. All right. So I have mail time that like literally mail that has arrived.
Oh my
right?
God.
That's come in.
You bastard!
But because I have been laid up, I have been going through this. I think this is what I wanted to say before. I have been going through my storage area, right? Because I'm still in the process of remodeling my home, so everything is in boxes. I have nowhere to display them yet. So with that, I decided that I've been going through my closet. I'm like, oh wow, I forgot I have that. Oh wow, I forgot I had that, because I realized that I had not opened a lot of my boxes. I got them in, they came in the mail, and I've been so busy, I put them away, and then some of them were put away in the back. So I have been rotating, and as I'm opening them and rotating them and discovering some really cool stuff. Yeah, so that's what this is about. I got something in the mail, but some of these are ones that I've had, and one of them I had for already 2 years. And finally I got to open it, so I thought it'd be really cool if I go and do the unboxing with you. So yeah, so where do I start? Because I am so freaking excited, because I gotta tell you, I love them all. It's great. Yeah, there's not one of them that I go like, I gotta say, no, I'm stoked. So the one that blew me away, and I didn't expect it to, is, well, here, let's do this first. Let's get the box. SpiderMan homemade suit. Yeah. Love. So here's the funny, interesting thing. So the highlight of this whole video for me is when, showing you that I got two of these other figures, and one of them that came in the mail that I can't believe it arrived is Mysterio. Blew me away. So I get the box, right? And Here, let me just get the box. Let me just show you. Right? No, there's no mystery here. Right? So I was like, okay, that's cool, and I like the fact that this kind of complements his dome, right? His helmet. So these boxes are designed so that's just a window, and then there's the photo of him, right? So it's beautiful, right? Really, really great concept. Love that. So I have had Spidey, I don't know how long, but they had not made the kind. I don't remember was it Spider-Man 1, Spider-Man 2. I totally forgot until I saw the box and how it complements the other one. Then I realized they're from the same movie. So I was really stoked about that. So it's a set, yeah. And then this one, the art is beautiful in this one as well. Yeah, they did a great, great job. So I am really excited about this one because I am in love with him. This is one, actually, the only one that I have, a Spidey, that he doesn't have a Peter head sculpt. I freaking love this. So I mean, his head, I think that's just so great. It's like almost feels like a felt, right? And then his hood, and it does unzip, and it is a little Spidey. I love his eyes, and they are actually, I think, 2 other sets, so you could change these. And then there's quite a few changes for hands, and some of them are for the webbing and so on. I love his socks. I think his socks are great, and his tucked in sweats. Awesome. Awesome. Love, love, love this figure. Yeah, and the simplicity and the fact that, like, I think you've heard that, because his material is basically made out of cotton, you are going to be able to pose this guy in many, many ways. So I have a lot of ideas of how I want to pose him. Yeah, so really, really stoked about that. And then once I got Mysterio and I saw him, I am really stoked that Spidey came, first of all, with, like you see the hands, but here's a little diorama, right, for his base. And so I saw that there are some batteries, which means, I think the batteries, are the batteries? Maybe not, maybe I'm making that up. There are no batteries. Those are his eyes. But look. Oh, the drone. And awesome, beautiful, and I didn't expect it to be as big as it is. So yeah, so, right, as far as, yes, you see, so that's a good scale. So perfect. Really, really excited. So now that I have this, I'm thinking, do I want to get the other drone, right? The one that they sell separately, the Mysterio drone. So I don't know, because I think that may look pretty cool altogether. But that's so cool. So cool. So I am excited about that big time. Yes, so then StarLord. So I know that a lot of people love StarLord from Guardians of the Galaxy. I missed out on that boat. And then when I finally got on the boat, he was a little bit on the expensive side. And one of the reasons I want to get it because I love the headset with the cassette. I think that's pretty cool. But then I was really happy that I have the one that I have because he's part of my completion for the Infinity War collection that goes together with the Endgame collection. And I think I'm missing maybe 2 or 3 figures, and I think a couple of them haven't come out yet. So I am so stoked because StarLord, first of all, look at that box. It's really, really awesome. And I like how they gave you that in the box, right? The gauntlet. I mean, that's what it is, right? Cool. Way, way, way cool. I know, beautiful box. Beautiful, beautiful box, right? So yeah, so I was really stoked when I opened them because I did not expect the Chris Pratt head sculpt to look as good as it does. I only expected it to have the helmet. So he is quite, actually he's got some nice weight to him, but look at him. You see that? I mean, that is smoking. Nice little pleather jacket. I love his boots. I love that. Right, these little jets. Right, one of my favorite things that he comes with is, so he comes with a different head sculpt, which has a helmet to it. And, here, let's see. He comes with this as well. And I thought that was pretty cool. Right, because the other head sculpt that they have for him is, here, let me put him down. Is this helmet. So I saw there's some batteries, so I don't know, I think the batteries may be to go in here, and then when it lights up, you can see his eyes through it. So that's what I'm thinking. However, I haven't looked into it. Don't quote me on it, because I could have made that up. It happens. But I'm pretty sure that that is what the deal is, because I looked at his other stuff, and, you know, he doesn't have that many weapons. One of the weapons he has I love is the one where he shoots at the bubbles that come out. So to do a setup with that and Thanos, that's where I'm at. That's what I'm thinking with that. So yeah, so I am very curious about him. I love these little helmets and I love that whole look. It's awesome, but I am really happy with his head sculpt. And in the right light, what you can see is that his hair is actually very golden. Yeah, and with the right lighting, it's really a beautiful thing. So I am stoked. Yay! Awesome. Okay, so now I'm like, okay, what do I want to open next? I had not realized that this figure was this special until I discovered him again. And when I looked at when he arrived, he literally arrived to the exact date, September of 2019. So 2 years. I am talking about Black Panther. And not only did I forget that I had him, but that I also got I guess the deluxe, where it has a special LED, the special LED light unit for luminous reflection effects. When I saw the pictures of it, I was blown away because he is beautiful. So I haven't pulled him out of the box yet. I thought that I would save that for doing it here. So I pulled off right, it's like a shoebox, which I always love those. And then here's the cover. There's the back. So this is the cast and crew. That's funny. And then here's a Panther. Right. So then he has 2 layers. The bottom layer is his base. I don't know if you can see with the glare, but the base itself, and it has wires that are connected to a cord that comes with it so that they light up. I know. LED, right? That is the part that I totally forgot about it, and I cannot wait to set that up. And then I guess there is the backdrop here. This is Black Panther, right? So the whole setup, I am blown away. I'm so freaking excited. So here, so let's pull him out. So here's what I really like, that it's all USB. And I had done a, oh my God, a video talking about Iron Man Mark 1, the reissue, and how they added a USB for the first time. I was wrong, because it seemed that 2 years ago Black Panther had it, so I don't know what other figures also had it. But as far as he goes, wow, so freaking cool. So this is my first time looking at this, right? So I've got to, first of all, look at his head sculpt. I mean, that is amazing, amazing. Here, let me see if I do it against my notebook, if he would show better. My angle's a little off, so way off. So yeah, he's amazing looking. Amazing looking. Love him. I know, it's kind of so surreal, right? And how lucky are we that we have this figure as such a great memory and respect to him. I know, right? How cool is that? So cool. And then the figure itself, immediately I gotta tell you, you have got to be careful about putting him in any type of light, because it's that kind of like rubberized clothing. And I mean, he is beautiful. Yeah, quite strong. Love it. Yeah, so then this one, I noticed that, I guess that, I'm trying to see, I think that these eyes, yeah, I don't know how, either these eyes, not the eyes on him, no, I think these eyes pop out because there's a set of eyes. You see that? Yeah, interesting, huh? Oh, I know, they're so creative, so amazing. And then I love his extra hands. Well, they're actually claws. Those are fantastic. Yeah. Wow, so when I opened this, I was really, really excited that I cannot believe that I have him. And you know, because when this came out, I immediately got him and put him in my card, you know. And so when he passed, I was already so relieved that I already had him. And I know that a lot of people rushed to get him, and for some people they never were able to because he got so expensive. So very, very, very thrilled with this whole set. I am excited. Awesome. Finally, Mysterio. Okay, so the box itself, right? So you saw the front, the artwork is good, but the rest of it is, it's okay, right? But that's all right, you know. But on his own, not that exciting. I think that I will pull this off because I think the picture of him is better looking, right? I think that the dome takes away too much of it, right? But on his own, those colors, that's beautiful. And then here's the back of the box, which is even better than that. Right, so there you go with that. So this one, when I got him and I saw him and I was like, oh wow, he's more complicated than I thought. I don't know if you remember when they first advertised him, they didn't show the Jake Gyllenhaal head sculpt at all. So I saw like a blurred image and I was like, oh, so it's gotta be him. But when they did that with Ant-Man, remember that was the one with that funny grin on him, and I was a little bit worried about what he was gonna look like. So when I got him, I immediately wanted to see what the head sculpt was. and they nailed it. I mean, he is beautiful. Look at him. I mean, wow. Stunning. Stunning. I am so freaking pleased. And I gotta say that the Mysterio, the suit, it is beautiful. It is absolutely, I think it's one of the prettiest suits of all the figures that I have. The colors on it, first of all, that dome, and I'm not gonna pull them out because look how complicated this setup is. Right, so you see, it's got like the smoke. It's got you know, these things here, and everything's got its own particular space. So because I'm putting them back, I'm not gonna pull them out. And then the other thing is that the capes on these figures are put underneath. You see that? But I gotta tell you that he is beautiful. I mean, when I look at those photos, I mean, he is absolutely beautiful. And what you really can't see, which is a shame, is the dome. Oh my God. The dome is fantastic. That globe. Oh my God, it's fantastic. And the best part, it lights up. I know. Yeah, they got the batteries there. I mean, oh my God, look at his hands. I mean, even that, look how beautiful that is. Look at that. Oh, wow. I am so excited. Yeah, this is really fun stuff. Yeah, I am so thrilled. So, if you got your Mysterio, great. If you are waiting for him, you just wait. You're gonna be so excited about that. And I cannot wait to set him out, get him out of the box. Oh, and then the other thing I wanted to tell you that with the Starman, he came with these, remember, because he was with Doctor Strange. So they were coming from one universe to the other. So, right, remember he did that. And then here, they also include this of when he's going, leaping into one person to the other. And this, I guess, has a flap here, so it must be part of the stand, right, for backdrop. So I thought it was pretty cool they included that as well. Yeah, I gotta tell you, this was really a fun unboxing. So this is where we're at with what I pulled out of my closet, what I got in the mail. So I hope you enjoyed it. I cannot wait to see what else is in there. Yeah, I'm really excited. So stay tuned. Don't forget to subscribe. Hit that bell so that you know when I'm back. Right? Yeah, and by the way, for those of you who are it's your first time here, my channel is about talking about my collection, and I collect all kinds of different figures, including Barbie. So my next video, I believe, it has to be about Barbie because there's some really exciting stuff as well. Okay, so my friends, stay tuned. Talk to you later. Take care. See ya.